Welcome back to another episode of our Zarate Creations Podcast. I'm Alex G Zarate, and I'm excited to explore a topic that's essential for personal growth and success: self-confidence. Self-confidence is the inner strength that empowers us to pursue our goals, overcome challenges, and embrace our true potential. Whether you're a student striving for academic excellence, a professional navigating a competitive world, or simply someone looking to boost your self-assurance, self-confidence is a universal tool for empowerment. The first tip I want to share is one I hold close to my heart. It's about celebrating the small wins in your life. When we think about success or achievement, we tend to focus on the big, monumental moments. But real confidence is built on the small victories we achieve each day. Did you sit down to write for 10 minutes when you didn't feel like it? Celebrate that. Did you take a photo that captured a moment you're proud of? Celebrate it. Did you take a step outside your comfort zone today, even in the smallest way? Celebrate that. Recognizing our efforts, no matter how small, is key. These small steps are what lead to bigger achievements down the road, and every time we acknowledge our progress, we reinforce our beliefs in our abilities. My second tip is to silence the inner critic. We've all heard that little voice inside our heads, the one that tells us we're not good enough, that we're not ready, or that we'll never succeed. That voice is our inner critic, and trust me, it can be relentless. But here's the thing, your inner critic doesn't know the full story. It doesn't see the hard work you've put in, the resilience you've developed, or the potential you're still building in your life. So the next time you hear that voice trying to drag you down, go ahead and acknowledge it, but don't let it take over. Take those moments and reframe the negative thoughts. If my inner critic says, "You're going to fail," I respond with, "Maybe, but if I do, I'm going to learn from it and come back stronger." Reframing negative thoughts doesn't mean you ignore them. It means you take away their power and replace them with something more positive and more constructive. My third tip is to surround yourself with positivity. Building self-confidence doesn't happen in isolation. It's crucial to surround yourself with people and environments that uplift and support you. This might mean seeking out fellow creatives, mentors, or friends who believe in you and encourage you to keep going. Positive energy is contagious. When you're surrounded by people who lift you up, you begin to see yourself through their eyes. You start to believe in the possibilities for your own life because they believe in you. And when you find that circle of support, hold on to it and cherish it. This will also help you be that source of positivity for others. Encouraging someone else can be a powerful way to boost your own confidence. The next tip is to embrace failure as part of the journey. Let's talk about failure for a moment, because failure is inevitable. It happens to all of us, and it's easy to let it knock down our confidence. But failure isn't the end of the road. It's part of the journey. In my own creative pursuits, whether it's writing, photography, or any other passion, I've experienced my share of setbacks. There were times when I questioned whether I was good enough or whether I should even continue. But looking back, I realized that every setback and failure taught me something valuable. It's in those moments that I learned the most about myself and grew the most as a creator. So when failure happens, and it will, remind yourself that it's just a stepping stone. Every failure carries a lesson that brings us closer to our goals. Embrace it, learn from it, and move forward with even more determination. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, especially on the tough days. We all have moments when we fall short of our expectations, when things don't go as planned, or when we're feeling low. In those moments, remember that you're human. You're allowed to make mistakes, to feel unsure, and to have setbacks. Self-compassion is about giving yourself grace. It's about acknowledging that the journey of building confidence is ongoing, and it's okay to have ups and downs. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to a friend who's struggling. Offer kindness, encouragement, and understanding. The more compassionate you are with yourself, the more resilient you become, and with that resilience comes greater self-confidence. I'm eager to hear about your own experiences with self-confidence. What challenges have you faced, and how have you built and maintained your self-confidence? Feel free to share your thoughts and questions with me. As we conclude today's episode, remember that self-confidence is not a fixed trait. It's a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. It's about recognizing your worth and trusting your own journey. Thank you for joining me today. Until our next episode, keep building and maintaining your self-confidence, and let it be your guiding light on your path to success and personal growth. Onwards.